Good afternoon. Welcome back to Daddy Justice. The Pennsylvania wiretapping laws were enacted by our legislature to protect citizens from third-party surreptitious recordings. In other words, without a warrant, the police cannot just tap into our phone calls. Now, obviously, surreptitious refers to an area where there's no expectation of privacy. If this were not the case, then even your local television broadcaster could not put a camera on Main Street in downtown Lancaster without the fear of anyone walking up and saying, "I don't want you to record me," and they'd have to stop their story right then. And we know that's not the case. Well, here in Lancaster, our district attorney, Craig Stedman, has decided to enact his own law, and we will see now what he claims.
Why would you try to prosecute someone when you know there's no crime?
Audio tape my voice.
But why would you try to prosecute someone?
You do not have my permission to audio tape my voice.
Mr. Stedman.
Are you going to continue to audio tape my voice, Mr.
Stedman,
Vonderhyde? Amongst all these witnesses, are you going to do that?
Are you going to have me arrested?
No. Are you continuing to audio tape my voice?
Mr. Stedman, I'm asking you an official question as
And I'm asking you to turn your tape recorder off as far as audio taping.
Why do you try to prosecute people when you know they're innocent?
You do not have my permission to audio tape my voice.
You have the right to be quiet if you don't want to be recorded, Mr. Stedman.
You do not have my permission to audio tape my voice.
Well, I asked you a question,
And
I'm
I see
asking
you
my
continuing
question.
to do it. I'm asking you a question. Are you continuing to audio tape my voice?
I believe that the film is obviously on. I'm a member of the press, and I'm here filming, and I'm exposing corruption in your office.
Now, it has been clearly established through the appeals courts that, is my understanding, the police themselves are not at any time immune to being recorded. In fact, they may be illegally recording us. Quite the contrast, in that they wear these little pickups on their lapel, on their pockets, when they go pull you over, and when they come up, they're recording your voice without telling you. Is there an expectation of privacy? I guess not. You're on a main street or some back road driving down the road, so questionable. But certainly, at a public meeting, if you are the district attorney, there is no expectation of privacy.
Why do you waste taxpayers'
Otherwise,
money?
you do not have my permission to audio tape my voice, and this conversation is over.
I object to your recording me. I have nothing to say to you. Please turn it off.
After the law enforcement summit, Craig Stedman posted this sign here on the 5th floor, the DA's office in the front window. There we go. No one in this office gives permission for the audio recording of their voice. Such audio recording will be considered a violation of the Wiretapping and Electronic Surveillance Control Act 11. Right, there we go. And then we got this one here. A new one, I think. Get it this way. There we go, it's official. There's a new law and order in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's not just him, we've heard it now from President Judge, from police chiefs, and from police officers throughout. The word has come from the top down. Arrest anyone recording these guys. A while ago I received a call, and it was none other than the Pennsylvania Association of Police Chiefs. And you know what they're calling for, they want me to give them money. I think they have the wrong number, but besides that, they called me up, and when I answered the phone, they said, "This is the Pennsylvania Associations of Police Chiefs. This call may be recorded." I said immediately, "I do not want my voice recorded. Turn off the recording device." Having listened to all these wonderful police chiefs tell me such, and the DA, I wanted to see how that works. And so they actually, at that point I also added, "Would you tell me, am I being recorded, or is it a may be recorded?" And the individual told me that they are randomly recorded, and she did not know if I was or was not being recorded at the time. I told them again, advised them again, that I did not want to be recorded, and I insisted that they stop recording my voice, if they were. Wherein I inevitably got in touch with Michael Rapino, the head of the fundraising area for the Pennsylvania Chiefs of Police Association, and Michael reviewed the call and advised me that yes, indeed, not only was my call recorded, but every phone call that they make is recorded. I pointed out to him that it seems a bit deceitful and dishonest for the Pennsylvania Chiefs of Police Association to begin a phone call by lying to the people and saying your call may be recorded, when in fact they should say your call is being recorded. When he confirmed to me that the Attorney General's office, Tom Corbett's office, approved the script. So we have a problem here. And the problem is that Craig Stedman is threatening to arrest me for asking him questions about the corruption in his office in public. And if that happens, I'm going to jail. Let's see what the police say when they're charged with the offense, because you know they have a whole other set of rules on their end of the book. So, what I've done, I have called the Southern Regional Police Department yesterday, and I've advised them that I want to press charges for illegal wiretapping. And I'm awaiting word early next week when the chief returns, which is going to be interesting because, of course, the people I want to charge for illegal wiretapping is the Chiefs of Police Association of Pennsylvania. But I'm basing this on the input I have, as you saw from Craig Stedman, and as we'll close out here with from the Southern Regional Police Chief himself and former Chief of Police, Bob Boozer. You know and love us so well. Check these guys out.
I'm not giving you permission to photograph me. Okay?
This is a.
You're in violation of the wiretap laws.
No, sir, I'm not.
I always told me.
Yes, I am.
You're violating the wiretap rules. Just so you know that, I don't want to be put on film.
Okay.
When I was in Italy, I went shopping for sunglasses, but everything was either $2 or $200. Hey, do you know, has Mr. Stedman authorized us to record his audio this morning? No way? I'll have to ask him. I will do that. Thank you. We wouldn't want to be arrested for wiretapping laws here by recording Mr. Stedman's voice this morning, so we'll have to ask him on the way in. Are we authorized to record your voice this morning, Mr. Stedman?
It depends on what they're convicted of.
If they're a sex offender?
Yeah, you don't have my permission to audio tape me.
We're on public property, sir.
You don't have my permission to audio tape me.
We're on public property.
I'm not in a public meeting. I've left a public meeting. You do not have my permission. Are you continuing to audio tape me?
We're on public property.
I don't care what.
I guess in closing, I would just point out that you all watched the Duke lacrosse team fiasco and the district attorney's attempt to create his own world of law down there. Even he did not have the pompous audacity to try to tell reporters that they could not record his voice. Even he. Matter of fact, neither does Britney Spears try that, nor that senator who got caught piddling in the public restroom at the airport. Don't you think those guys would like to walk out the next morning and tell the press, I don't give you permission to record me now, turn me off? But they can't. No senator can do it. No superstar can do it. But Craig Stedman, king of his own world, wizard in his own realm, is doing it right now. Daddy Justice, signing off.